If you're married or thinking about getting married, please listen carefully. I had a call from an old coworker who I've kept in touch with over the years. And, he's gone on to do his own business, and I've gone on to do my thing. He called me today and he said he's going to sell his business and move to his home, to his parental native country of Poland. I told him why, because I know he has a very successful, thriving business. I do know that he had finally taken my advice and divorced his deadbeat wife. The reason I say deadbeat, because he told me more than 10 years ago that after his wife's mother died, she completely shut out him and stopped being intimate with him, and basically was living in the house rent free without doing the vows of the marriage, but taking advantage of him paying for everything. When I say everything, I mean he paid the mortgage, he paid. So she didn't work, so he paid for everything. Worked like a dog, paid for everything, and I told him, why don't you divorce your wife? She's stopped performing. She stopped being a wife. She's just a free house guest. He said, well, I'm a Catholic, I'm a religious person, and divorce is not allowed in my religion. I kept talking to him and I kept trying to talk sense to him and told him, finally, he said, I haven't been with a woman in 3.5 years. I told him, I think this is what got him. I told him, a lot of those prostate cancers are triggered by denying your body of a natural function that a man needs. I think that kind of scared him, and his only outlet were these massage parlors where he lives, and he started going to them, and he says, oh my God, I feel so much better. Because, hey, this is something that a man needs. You cannot deny him that. It's like denying food and water, it's something that a man needs. Anyways, long story short, he finally divorced his wife, but with a painful ball and chain around his ankle. The divorce laws of the West, even though his kids are way past 30, they made him pay spousal support, and this is a very common practice if you've been married more than 12 years. They made him pay spousal support in the amount of $12,600 every month until his wife or himself die, or until the wife gets married. Now, who's going to marry a 60-year-old overweight, entitled, bad attitude woman? Exactly no one. And why would she get married even if she had a suitor? Why would she get married and kiss off $12,500 a month? Now put yourself in his place. He's paid his dues. He's paid for the everything until the kids were born and raised and everything. He's paid for her. He's did the divorce settlement and gave her half of the house and everything, and she's got the house, and he's living with his sister now in another state. And now, on top of that, he has to pay her spousal support for what? For what? Until she lives, or until she gets married again? So he told me, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to sell my business and move to Poland. And I told him, I support you 100%. Your biggest mistake was getting married, of course. Your second mistake was not getting a good lawyer, at least to reduce your, onerous marriage settlement, divorce settlement. But now, the least you can do, he's going to fly the coop. He's going to sell his business and, take his assets and just leave the country. I don't blame him. When you have that kind of a black cloud hanging over your head due to completely unfair divorce laws of the West, there's no way but to escape it. Now we have a president in office that says he's going to change these divorce laws, but I'm not going to hold my breath. The old adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, my friends, is correct. Think about it long and hard. That woman who is being sweet to you and is agreeing with you and is being, totally on, on the same page with you and acting like she's going to be hanging around. In a moment's time, on a dime, she could change her mind and you'll be there holding the bag. Anything you have to say to her lawyer. And you'll have to end up paying for your own divorce lawyer and hers. That is a common practice in the West, in the United States, Canada. I don't know so much about Europe, but it's not much different. You have to pay for her legal fees as well. So think long and hard. If you think that the way she is now with you is going to be the way she remains for eternity, she won't. Odds are stacked up high against you. All the best.